Welcome to The Bridge, the new show featuring the Woodbridge Township School District. I'm your host, Darren Soretto, and I welcome you to join me and our school correspondents as we explore the Woodbridge Township School District through interviews, school visits, and musical guests, and much more. As a first grade teacher and a dad, I always enjoy the opportunity to showcase the accomplishments of children. And what better place to do that than Woodbridge Township? It's also where education and inspiration meet, whether it's a kindergartner building a word or a high school senior building a robot. The satisfaction of achievement brings a smile to their faces. This shows just how much they appreciate the challenges offered to them in a place they love to be. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen to some of our students and faculty members tell us why they love and care for their schools.
I love School 9 because we do fun things.
I love Wall Street because people work together and it's amazing.
I like School 14 because we get to do super duper fun stuff and all the teachers are amazing.
The best thing about School 19 is that it's always something special.
So what I like about Colonial High School is the diversity that the school offers. It brings a diverse range of cultures, lifestyles, perspectives, and outlooks on life.
I love Woods Middle School because it gives me a chance to teach students of different cultures and ethnicity. And the reality of that is I teach them about school and they teach me about life, which is something that I'm enthusiastic about every day at Woods Middle School.
Welcome back to The Bridge. I'm Darren Soretto. We have a busy show today. Let's take a look at the lineup. We'll be welcoming Special Guest Technology Supervisor Chris Callahan to talk about the rapidly changing technology environment in our schools. Then, we'll go on site at Pennsylvania Avenue School number 27 to learn about the new phenomenon called Genius Hour. Next, middle school sports, an area that is positively exploding in Woodbridge. Finally, Ryan Tikas, the special guest musician, pianist, and 8th grader, will be here to amaze us with his musical talent. Before we get to our first guest, let's just take a minute to acknowledge the artwork on our set today. We have bridge paintings from Anthony Abreu, school number 9, my home school, and Angelina Darcy, Avenel Middle School, behind me. Woodbridge Township School District is committed to the arts and education. We'll be featuring bridge artwork on each show. Please submit your bridges through art teachers in the district, and you could be featured on our next episode of The Bridge. Stay tuned for our first guest, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to The Bridge. I'm Darren Soretto. We want to welcome our first guest. He has been with the district for 12 years as a math teacher, a math supervisor, and now a technology supervisor. He's a great guy and a good friend of mine. Welcome, Mr. Callahan. How are you today?
Thank you very much.
Good to have you here.
My pleasure.
So first thing I want to ask you, Mr. Callahan, is you have 3 amazing team members, and they spend their days helping others around the district. Can you tell us who they are and what they do?
Sure, absolutely. We have Courtney Cuevas, Nina Thomas, and Mark Menzel. Courtney and Nina have been assigned elementary schools and 1 high school. Mark Menzel has been assigned all the middle schools and 1 high school. And they go around to each of the schools and do a needs assessment with each of the staff, and they customize professional development with that staff.
That sounds great.
It is. It's been going fantastic. They started in September, and midway through the year, it's been the feedback I've gotten is tremendous.
That's awesome. With all our new technological stuff,
Yes.
We need that.
Absolutely, and we always need it. It's it's teachers helping out teachers. They go either in the morning, on lunch breaks, whenever it's convenient for the teachers. They go there.
Great. Well, we actually have a video feed of Mark in action. So why don't we take a look at that?
Great.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look.
See.
So can you tell us a little bit about what Mark was doing?
Sure. I mean, Mark was there training the teachers,
Right.
and all of this professional development this year has been going right from the teachers straight into the classrooms, straight to the students. And as I said earlier, and you could see in the video, the feedback from the teachers is this has been a huge success. I've spoken about it with other districts, and what we're doing is definitely innovative and would without a doubt, it's certainly helping the district move along professionally.
That's great, and it seemed like Mark really enjoyed what he was doing too.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, let's also hear from Courtney and Nina. They're going to tell us a little bit about how they help the teachers.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look.
I absolutely love my new position this year. It's unique in that I'm able to work with students in the morning and teachers in the afternoon. It really pulls together all of the things that I'm the most passionate about, which include technology, educating, and serving. I'm able to work in groups as well as one-on-one with both students and teachers to not just show them how to physically use the technology, but to really show them how to incorporate it into their learning and to demonstrate their knowledge.
Hi, my name is Courtney Cuevas, and I am one of the 3 technology teacher leaders in Woodbridge Township School District. My home school is here at Woodbridge High School, where I get to teach the Advancing with Apple course, which is a new course to Woodbridge Township that allows students to use iPads one-to-one in the classroom. When I'm not teaching that class, I'm going around the district working with elementary schools and teaching those teachers how to use technology in their own classrooms. I teach things like Google Drive, Google Classroom, a lot of Apple stuff, Apple TV, iPads, anything really to do with technology. I've also been really fortunate to go into classrooms with teachers and co-teach with them using technology. It's been a lot of fun to see all of the things that these teachers are creating, whether it's iMovie presentations or stop motions, or even just trying something new like Nearpod presentations. It's been really fulfilling to see what we're teaching come to life in the classroom with the students.
They were amazing, weren't they?
They are, and we're very lucky to have them in the district. Both Nina and Courtney have been doing a great job, along with Mark. As I said, we're very lucky to have them in the district.
Yes, Courtney comes to School 9, and she's done some PD with us at lunchtime, and all the teachers are just raving about all the information she can give them.
I wish I could copy all 3 of them and use that like that old movie, Multiplicity, and put them all around the district.
That's showing your age there.
It is.
Okay, so Chris, around the district, we have been privileged to receive many new technological devices that we use in the classroom. At times, the network doesn't want to cooperate, and you know, we've kind of learned to just blame you. Is that okay with you?
It's quite all right. I'm sure there's a hashtag on Twitter, blame Callahan.
Once we blame you, all is good.
Yes.
That's great. You know, even when I'm home and my computer goes down, I find myself saying, Chris Callahan. But anyway, now what's the remedy?
We're working along with the township and Michael Asalda and his team, and we are putting in some network upgrades next year. You know, each of the schools, if everybody remembers, and I really won't date myself too much here, it was probably just about 3 years ago. We only had 1 computer in each classroom.
Right.
And we've gone now to about 14,000 devices around the district. So it's a lot of devices. A lot of people are bringing in their own devices. So we even have probably closer to 16 to 17,000 devices. And we are, we're going to upgrade the plumbing. We put it in for the budget. We're going to thank the Board of Ed. We're going to thank the township side, and we're going to upgrade all that over the summertime.
That sounds great. I look forward to that when everything will run real smooth.
And then I'm sure there'll be other problems. We can always blame Callahan.
But you'll take care of it.
Yes.
You're that kind of guy.
Thank you.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the Tech Academy that happened? I know I really enjoyed it last summer. And the speakers and the teachers, they were excellent. Not to mention the lunch, which was top notch. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We did a Summer Tech Academy the first year, 2 years ago. We redid it again this past summer, which the numbers, the first year were about 100, 125 a day. Okay. We went up to almost 250 a day.
Wow.
Again, very proud of the team. We had a whole team there that set it all up, organized it, and all the presenters were teachers in our own district. We didn't hire any outside help. And again, the people came of their own time. There was no, except for the free food.
Well, right.
Other than that, the numbers were great. We even had a little kiddie care going on, a little kiddie technology care as well. So for students and teachers, for teachers that had their own students or children that weren't yet at summer camp, we offered a little tech academy for the kids as well. So
they were learning too, or they were teaching? The kids could teach, They
probably could, but they were learning and having a good time while their parents were actually taking professional development. We took that model in the summer, and we've now done it in the winter here. We're doing a little before and after tech care.
Oh, nice.
Before and after school.
Okay.
Again, on all 3 levels.
Right.
Customized to what the teachers want.
Okay.
And then we have teams of 5 for each level.
Okay.
And they're coming either in the morning or after school, whatever the teachers want. And again, on the topics and technologies they want. We're giving them the professional development for.
And at different levels, correct?
All different levels, customized for their level. Again, teachers teaching teachers.
Now, how about Texpo?
We had a great, that's an exposition conference down in Atlantic City. We just went, myself, Courtney Cuevas, Mr. Bader, and Mr. Michael Asalder he's the CIO on Woodbridge Township.
Right.
We went and presented these great ideas that we're doing, and we shared them with other townships. We had a great little conference. We had a great little workshop. The attendance was fantastic. And again, we had other districts come and share what they were doing, and we shared with them. It's, we're growing, we learn, and we're building on it. And
that's important. We want to see what's going on around, in other districts and how they're doing.
And they love the ideas, and they love the professional development team, and all our ideas too, other districts are going to start implementing.
Great. Now, how would we get information if we wanted to see how Texpo went? Is there any way we can access that?
Absolutely, great question. I just emailed out last week. We set up a little movie. We put it on the Google Drive, and we put it on the intranet.
Nice.
So it shows the exact Texpo presentation that we gave, and we're actually being asked to do it again. So
really?
At NJBSA, another workshop, so I'll be sending out details on that.
Excellent. I look forward to that.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, let's go to the teacher side of things. We have a new evaluation system for the teachers. I was fortunate enough to pilot this self-evaluation where you're videoing, where teachers are videoing themselves and then evaluating themselves. So I was able to do that with my colleague, and it went really well. In fact, I gave myself a 5.0, so it went excellent. No, I'm just kidding. Can you explain how this works and how it's going in the district?
Sure. We piloted at 3 schools on each level. Your school was one of the schools chosen. We gave each school a GoPro and an iPad. And highly effective teachers, if they were rated highly effective last year, their third observation could be a self-observation.
Oh, okay.
It's not as easy as it sounds. As you know, when you observe yourself, I think I would be more critical of myself than probably a supervisor or a principal.
And there's no cutting and pasting, right? There's no editing.
No, that's it. It is what it is. And it gives teachers a chance to see sometimes what the administrators have to see for evaluating yourself, what a system it is.
Gotcha.
It's great. And now we're hoping to build up a library of those best practices.
Oh, that's a great idea. So then they can use that to look back and see what's effective and what's not.
Right, but only if the teacher wants to share it.
Okay.
So if you don't want to share it, we don't only share it with you and your principal, that's fine, but I'm sure if it's a great lesson or a great idea, we would definitely want to share it with the others in the district.
Gotcha. Thank you, Chris. One last thing, you're having a movie contest again,
Yep.
right? Last year you hosted the Emmy Awards?
We did.
Okay.
We had the Woodbridge Township Movie Festival. We can't say iMovie because we accept movies from all levels. It was a tremendous success. We had the board members present, just like the Academy Awards. This year, I hope to get a red carpet, a little rope.
You're always thinking big. I love it.
We had the band, and we're gonna have the nominations. And again, the emails have gone out. Please send them in to me on all levels, students, teachers, whatever movies you're creating. We want to share it. It was
I will, Chris.
So great.
And I hope this year, I submitted last year, and I hope I don't get snubbed again. But even if I don't, it's a great contest.
There were so many good ones to choose from.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Christopher, for coming today and giving us all this information. I think we're all at comfort knowing that the internet's going to run smoother and all the great things we have in Woodbridge Township. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Chris. So we have to go to break, but we have lots more to come. Still ahead, Genius Hour, middle school sports highlights, and upcoming pianist, Ryan Tikas. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with The Bridge. Welcome back to The Bridge. Now it's time to introduce our elementary correspondent, Alice Quinn. Alice is a longtime resident with a deep heritage in education. She has taught 5th grade language arts and is now the gifted and talented creative writing theater arts teacher. Alice is at Pennsylvania Avenue School 27 now with teacher Donna Mann and her 4th grade class. I heard rumors that they were experimenting with a new concept called Genius Hour. If I'm lucky to experience a Genius Minute, that would be great. Let's go to Alice Quinn now and learn just what Genius Hour is all about.
Thank you, Darren. We're here at School 27 with Mrs. Mann at Genius Hour with her 4th grade class. So tell us a little bit about Genius Hour.
Well, Genius Hour was something I was researching over the summer. I wanted to bring in some new innovative ways of teaching. I was a little, you get bored with the same old textbook, turn to page so-and-so. So I looked at this, did research on it, and found out that it's something that's going global. It's not just national, it's actually going global. So I talked with Dr. Fensera, told him what I thought, and he said, let's give it a shot. This is our second go-around, and the kids really seem to be enjoying it.
Very good. So what are some of the projects that they've been working on?
Well, here's our Genius Hour board, and as you can see, you are a genius and the world needs your contribution. This is to help the kids understand that, yes, they are young, but their thoughts, their contributions are very important.
Absolutely.
What they do is they get to choose what it is they're interested in learning. So it's based upon themselves. Some of the ideas are, one of our girls is designing doll clothes. She's actually hand sewing them in class. We have somebody who is very into Dwight Gooden, the Mets baseball player. Mia made her own volcano and exploded it. Two of my young ladies are making animals out of balloons. So there's a lot of different things going on.
So just take us through the process, okay? When you first started out, how did you start? I noticed a lot of the kids have journals out. I see a lot of technology here. So how do we start when we start a project?
Well, we first start by they get their Genius Hour notebook and they write down ideas, things that they're interested in learning about. From there, then they go into a Chromebook or the iPad and they research it. And as they're researching, they decide whether or not, yeah, this is something I'm really interested in. I want to learn more, or maybe not. Let me choose another item. They can do any type of creative activity they want, a poster. They can do an actual activity and show us, like with the volcano you'll see in a little while. And they continue on. Everybody doesn't start and stop at the same time. So one group or one child might be finished before the others, and then they'll go on into the next. But whenever they are completed, they'll do what we call the reflection at the end. And they'll write that out in their Genius Hour notebook, what they learned, how they felt about it, and if it's something they would like to continue.
Wonderful. Now, how often do we have Genius Hour here?
We try to do it twice a week. We do it on Tuesdays and Fridays from about 1:30, 2 o'clock to 3.
Okay.
Depending, though, you know how school is. Sometimes things change, but we try to do it twice a week.
Very good. So let's go see some of the projects that the children are working on. Excellent.
But right now, clear your desk, put everything away, and let's begin with our Genius Hour.
So tell me, what are you making here?
Clay models. Clay models.
Clay models of what?
A pirate ship.
A pirate ship. Now, how did you get the idea to use a pirate ship?
Well, I originally wanted to make a pirate ship out of anything, and Diego happened to be doing clay, so we decided to join our project.
Now, did you draw a picture first, or are you kind of doing it out of your imagination?
Out of our head. We're just making anything that we can on a pirate ship.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go see what your friends are doing now.
Okay.
Keep up the good work. I'm anxious to see how it turns out.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Sienna.
And what's your name?
Shayna.
So tell us about your project.
We are making soap, flubber soap. It's like clay, but it's soap, and it's really cool.
Okay, now what are some of the ingredients that you're using here?
We use shampoo, vinegar, any type works, but we use olive oil.
Good, very good.
And cornstarch and food coloring.
Very good. Now tell me about this company that you want to start.
It's called S&S Soaps. Ever since first grade, we started getting into making our own soaps, and we wanted to start a company when we were older. So for Genius Hour, we decided to do soap.
There you go. There you go. I'm going to have to try this. Ooh, that feels nice. Oh, it's got a nice scent to it too. Do you have a special color you like to do?
Not really. We like all the colors.
Oh, tell me what you think about Genius Hour.
I actually really love Genius Hour. It is just so fun, and especially that I'm doing it with my friend, and I just get to test everything out.
Wonderful. How about you? What do you like about Genius?
I like that we get to do what we want to do in life, and it's not like we have to do one specific thing. We can pick what we want to do and
follow your heart.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very good. Well, thank you very much, girls. I'm going to be buying some soap from you someday. I know that.
Thank you.
We're here with Dr. Fensara. I'd just like to ask you, what were your thoughts when Mrs. Mann first approached you about doing Genius Hour in her classroom?
I thought it was great, and I encouraged her to just go forward with it. You know, Mrs. Mann is active on Twitter, and if anyone's on Twitter, you see a lot about Genius Hour. And really, it's about having students explore their passions. And when we allow them to do that, we hope that learning increases even more than with traditional programs.
What do you feel is the impact on the children of participating in a program such as this?
Well, I think Genius Hour really gives the students an opportunity to become more engaged in their learning. We hear a lot about best practices in education, and I think we're at the point now we're looking for what's the next best practice. So I think Genius Hour provides us with, it's an example of what next available learning strategies out there to really engage our students.
Mia, tell us about what you're doing here.
I'm making a volcano.
Now, what did you make that volcano out of?
I made it out of air dry clay and I painted it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about this notebook and this poster here.
Well, the poster is to show all the facts I learned about volcanoes when I was researching them.
Now, where did you research?
I researched first on this website called Science Bob, and then I just looked on the internet.
Very interesting.
Yes.
So, we're in for a real treat today.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your eruption here.
Well, my eruption is going to be out of baking soda, food dye, and vinegar, and some dishwashing soap, so it'll slow down the eruption.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, wait, should we do a countdown?
Sure.
All right, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Yay! That is amazing!
Thank you.
Well, we certainly learned a lot here at School 27 today, and I can't wait to come back and see how all these projects turn out. Back to you in the studio, Darren.
Wow, Alice, thanks for that glimpse into Genius Hour. It looks like those fourth graders are having a great time and learning a lot along the way. We look forward to following Alice again as she visits other elementary schools to learn about the great work they are doing throughout the Woodbridge Township School District. We have to take a quick break right now, but still ahead, we have middle school sports and musician Ryan Tikas. We'll be back. Welcome back. I'm here now with Anthony Hine, business teacher at Woodbridge High School and also a very good friend of mine. Anthony will be joining us from time to time, especially if there's food in the studio. How you doing, Anthony?
Hey,
Welcome.
Darren, how you doing?
Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me. How's everything going?
Everything's going well. How's
Great.
high school been?
High school's great. I missed school number 9, but new opportunities at the high school. A lot of the same kids, although I don't recognize a lot of them, but it's exciting.
Oh, that's great. It must be nice to see them growing up and how they are achieving.
How they grew. Some of them have beards now, the boys, and how the young ladies grew up into young, mature women.
Oh, that's great to see.
It's really interesting.
Excellent, great. Well, thanks for coming on the show. We're going to be talking about middle school sports, but first, I want to hear what athletics supervisor Ron Weisenstein and superintendent Dr. Zaga have to say about middle school sports.
Sure.
Oh, I'm very happy. I never anticipated how popular all the sports would be and how all the support we got from the parents and other coaches from the high school who would come support everybody. It's been great. I couldn't be more happier.
A couple different things. One was to build more school spirit in middle schools, kind of bring together, build a culture, an atmosphere of togetherness, of school spirit. But probably more importantly was as a way to kind of manage the students. They're at that age, middle school age, there's a lot going on. And we have had different issues with the children as far as academics not being their primary focus, let's say, right. As you know. So we thought that the sports and the eligibility criteria for the sports would be a way to kind of encourage the students to stay on the straight and narrow.
The original goal, I think, was twofold. One was to create a culture within the buildings at the middle schools, give the students and faculty something to support help with students behaving, using sports as a way to motivate people to behave and be good students.
Right.
And I think on a secondary level, it was to maybe provide a feeder system into the high school programs to help them out as well. Well, I definitely think the goal of creating a culture in the middle schools has definitely succeeded. We get a lot of positive feedback from the administrators, the coaches, the students. It's really been great.
You know, I think we're doing fine. As different interest grows, you know, we'll look at exploring more sports. Some of the middle schools have gone on their own and formed little cheerleading clubs or teams that you see at the basketball games. We're fortunate we have the 5 schools, so we could always have our own league.
Right.
You know, we kind of govern we don't have to worry about other districts or other schools, so we kind of call our own shots. But I think, you know, if there's a groundswell for a certain sport or activity, you know, we'll certainly, you know, pursue it. Our goal is not to be a feeder program or a minor league for the high school. Our program is to develop the culture of the middle schools, to have everyone buy into the school spirit, and to make sure that we use this to motivate our kids academically.
Wow, middle school sports is really a phenomenon right now, Anthony. Sports have really taken off in our middle schools. Just recently, our boys and girls basketball teams played in the championship. So we're going to take a look at that. You want to hang out with me and have some popcorn? We'll
Sounds
watch it?
great. I'm up for that.
Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at the game and see some of the highlights. Whoa, watch this pass to Mia Rivera. Watch her shoot this.
Nice.
Wow.
Christina Caroselli, coast to coast.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Wow, great shot by Trinity Easton.
Nice. Excellent. Aya Al-Jindi puts it up and in.
So then that game was great, and then of course the Island Panthers took it all, undefeated season, and then the girls won it all at the end. A big shout out to Coach Lisa Belli. She did an amazing job coaching those kids.
They look great.
Yeah, they really did. So that leads into the boys game. That was between Woodbridge again, and this time Colonia. Another excellent game. Did you catch that one too?
I did catch that one.
Yeah, they were great. A lot of heart in those players.
Where everybody worked really hard.
Yeah, they really did. So let's take a look at some of those clips too, okay?
Sounds good.
Excellent. So first one we have,
Stevie Carrasio.
Stevie Carrasio, you know him, right?
Yes, I do. Plays baseball with him.
Very athletic boy.
Yes.
Here's a left hand from him.
Nice. Did you see that one by Sevion Blake?
Oh, the three-pointer?
The three-pointer.
That was an amazing shot.
It was very nice.
Like downtown. Let's take a watch. Nice shot. And then it was Kyrie Henry. Did you see when he got fouled? And
I did.
And then won?
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. Let's
Big.
watch that.
Ooh. And that other one with Rod Santiago for the three. The one that went around the rim, though, before it fell in?
It was bouncing around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was going to drop.
Even Mayor McCormick, he was announcing the game. He was like, it's no good. Wait, it is good. It was a great shot. So congratulations to the boys of Colonia. They did it. They took it down. Played a great game.
The coach, Mark
Menzel.
Menzel.
Yeah, great job. We saw him on screen before, and he did an amazing job. He really did coaching those boys. He had a lot of heart. So thanks for joining us for the game. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to The Bridge. I'm Darren Soretto. Today we have our very first musical guest. His name is Ryan Tikas. He's an 8th grade student from Ford's Middle School. He's an honor roll student and currently a piano student at Worldwide Piano School in Edison. He's a young man with enormous talent, but an even bigger heart. I'm honored to say that I taught Ryan in 1st grade. Welcome, Ryan, to the show.
All right. Thank you for having me on your show.
Great. What are some of the most important things you learned moving up through the grades in Woodbridge Township?
Some of the most important things I've learned while going through every Woodbridge school is probably how important our academics are in each and every school. And also, it's very important to also have fun while keeping your academics up.
That's what I remember in first grade. You were always up on your grades, but you always had a lot of fun. What are some school activities that you're involved in now?
I'm currently involved in student council. I'm currently the president of Forts Middle School.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm also in string orchestra and chorale.
Okay.
And I'm a member of STEM and Sea Perch Club, which is an underwater robotics club.
Is that something you're interested in, underwater life?
Yeah, I like science.
Cool, cool. Well, Mr. President, is it okay if I call you Mr. President?
Yeah, that's fine.
I know what a wonderfully caring family you have. I remember your mom, your dad, your sister. In fact, let's give a shout out to Caitlin. Say hi, Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin.
Hi.
Can you tell us what volunteer work you've been a part of outside of school?
Some of the volunteer work I've been involved in is mainly at my church. IMC every other morning, every Sunday. And what I basically do is I'm a pre-MC, so I'm opening up the service for the kids. And my dad, he's continues the stories and gives the lesson. So basically what I'm doing is opening up the kids and engaging them inside the lesson.
Okay. So you could host this show. I mean, you're an MC, right? That's great. What are your future goals?
My future goals? I plan to become a doctor, maybe an ER doctor. And I also plan to be a philanthropist with the extra money I have.
That's great. Would you give some back to Woodbridge Township too?
Yeah, I would.
Just kidding. You'll take care of a lot of people, I know, and you have such a big heart. You're going to help so many people. Now, let's get to your musical side. I remember you playing Beethoven in first grade. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. When did you actually start playing piano?
I started piano around age 4. I started around age 4. I used to have this old keyboard. Well, it wasn't that old, but we ended up getting a new piano. It was an upright, and we started getting piano lessons at Edison. And from there on, I continued on with my piano, and yeah.
Is that the first instrument you wanted to play, or?
Yeah, I just automatically wanted to play piano.
Okay, wow, that's great. Where have you performed?
I've performed in senior citizens' homes. I've performed at the G&T Coffee House, the Symposium, and concerts at school. And also at my piano school, we have a recital every 6 months, so I perform there.
Wow, so you're sharing your skills, your talents with everybody. I remember in elementary school when you went to the nursing home, and that touched so many hearts. So thank you for sharing your talents with us. What advice do you have for the younger kids just starting out? I know my son, he loves drums. What's advice you would give him?
One thing that I feel that would be really important would just be to practice, and also make sure you enjoy what you're doing, because if you're not enjoying the instrument, you might not want to practice, and you're not gonna exceed your levels. So I say practice and make sure you like what you're doing.
That's great advice. Now, do you think you should try different instruments? Now, you stuck with piano.
I stuck with piano.
Have you ever thought about trying another instrument? Or?
I thought about guitar, but I really couldn't get the handle of it.
Okay.
So
okay.
I stuck with piano.
Great. If you could perform with any musician, past, present, who would it be?
Out of all the performers, I think I would probably perform with someone that could help me out. It's someone that's probably more advanced than me at piano, so I would probably choose maybe Beethoven, someone like from the past.
I think that's a great mentor, would be Beethoven. Unfortunately, Beethoven we couldn't have come today, but we would love to hear you play, if you wouldn't mind. Would you play solo for us today?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind playing piano.
That would be great. Ryan, thank you so much for taking my questions and opening your heart to us. We appreciate you coming on the show today.
All right, thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you. Wow, Ryan. I think most of your viewers here are still dancing the rag here. I couldn't keep up with your fingers. That was amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Your talents in first grade were amazing, but now they're even more amazing. I'm so impressed. Keep shining your light. Keep sharing your talents with all the people around us, and keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Thanks for coming today. I appreciate it. That wraps it up for The Bridge. We look forward to seeing you again. Come back soon.